Hello.
Everybody.
Give us a wave, Ted. Oh, we don't need the whole Scooby-Doo discussion. He wanted to read Scooby-Doo, but it's a very long book. It's got lots of stories in it, so I think he should read that himself.
Just 5.
Yeah, right. So, you're going to say hello anyway.
Hello.
What are we reading tonight?
Betty and the Yeti.
Betty and the Yeti.
Yeti.
Right, let's
And
go
the
then.
Burfoot. That's so fun. Betty has a little red sled that she takes wherever she goes. She pulls on the ropes and flies down the slopes whether it freezes or snows. Betty finds things in the snow. When she goes out to play, she puts them gently on her sled and then goes on her way. One day she found a pair of gloves. She put them on her sled, and the
That's right, a jingly jangly fluffy hat.
Which was wore upon her head. That's hard. And when she saw some snowballs as hairy as a bear, she tried them on her little feet and stamped from here to there. Then she found a woolly scarf all thick with twigs and leaves, and one enormous smelly coat that came right past her knees. Do these clothes belong to you? Betty asked to Polar Bear. No, he said, and shook his head. I don't need clothes to wear. I've got thick fur to keep me warm. I do not mean to gloat, but I've no need for hats or scarf, and never wear a coat. Something will wear a coat. Do these clothes belong to you? Betty asked. A big blue whale, not whale. No whale.
Do these clothes belong to you? Betty asked the big blue whale.
No whale, said it, and shook her head and splashed her big tail. That's a boy. Why is it here?
Why is it a boy?
But why does he do hair and it's a boy?
How do you know it's a boy?
How does do?
It looks like a boy, does it? Okay, fair enough.
I've got blubber to keep me warm. A special kind of hat.
Fat. That's what blubber is. It's a special kind of fat.
Though
I do like the bells on that
jingly jangly hat. Now what does that mean?
that line? It's just to separate this bit. It's not the end of the sentence. It's just explaining that bit. Go on. What are you doing? You haven't done a lap round the bedroom. All you've done is read a bit of a story.
Do these clothes belong to you? Betty asked in Arctic here. No, he said, and shook his head. Asked the rock over there. I'm freezing now.
Is it making you cold, this story?
Yeah. What a strange thing.
Thought.
Betty, peering at the rock. But I've asked a hare and a polar bear, so I can't see why not. Hello, Rock, said Betty. The rock did not reply. Hello, said Rock. The rock was very shy. Well, finally...
No, you keep missing bits. Hello, Rock, said Betty. The rock was very shy.
But finally there came a voice. Then said to little Betty. That said to little Betty, I'm really not a rock at all. I'm actually a Yeti. Yeti. I said a Yeti.
Yeah.
A Yeti, squealed Betty. and she tried to run away, but please don't go. The Yeti cried, I'd love if you'd stay.
Is there nothing on this page? No, just Betty screaming. Okay, go on then. Yeti's in
the warm wild.
No, in the wild. Yeti's in the wild, you see.
All over size and small, we have to wear a lot of clothes to keep us warm at all. My clothes are big and heavy, they give folks such a shock. It's very hard to make.
They give folks such a shock. You're skipping about all over the place tonight, Ted. My clothes are big and hairy. They give folk quite a shock, such a shock, that I threw them all away and hid behind this rock.
It's very hard to make a friend in the land of snow when you've scared them all away before you've even said hello. Betty didn't fret at all. She hadn't
handed him his clothes.
You'd better put these on, he said, before it really snows. She took his muddy glove in her little mittened hand and talked with him and walked with him across the frozen land. Soon they met Betty's friends in the cold and snowy night, and the smelly, hairy Yeti, well, he
gave them quite a fright.
I thought she was going to bed back home. But when they saw that Betty and whole of Yeti's paw, they knew they didn't need to be frightened anymore, and the hare spoke up quite bravely in a loud and cheerful voice. I'd
befriend a Yeti.
Given half a choice. So Whale and Bear and Arctic Hare became the Yeti's friends. The Yeti kept his clothes on and was never cold again. Betty made a hat like this, and like his, she wore it every day. And when she went out on his sled, she jingled all the way. That's the same hat.
It's just like the Yeti, isn't it?
But she has the same hat, but she just made one for the Yeti, probably. You won't often see a Yeti in the land of ice and snow, because unless they've met you once or twice, they're still quite so you know, Betty.
Well, that was hard work, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I am sweating.
I didn't know a book could make you sweat. I think somebody's a bit tired. He was up very early this morning, so I think 6 o'clock he came in. So I think somebody was a bit tired, and there was lots of words in that book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why did you ask me to do it then?
Well, because I didn't think you were going to struggle like that with it. There was no difficult words. They just all seemed to bump into each other. Right, say good night, Edward.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, bye.